They always told me, save money for the future. But the first lesson my grandfather gave me was completely different. He said, never just save money, learn how to make money grow. At that time, I didn't understand his words. So he told me a story from his own life. In a small, quiet village, there lived an old man. People called him lazy. Every day, he sat under a large tree, watching the sky, watching the road. He always said, one day I will open a shop. One day I will buy animals. One day, I will become rich. But that one day never came. He dreamed a lot, but he never moved. At first, people laughed at him. Later, they stopped laughing. They only felt sorry. His wife carried the entire home on her shoulders. She cooked, cleaned, washed clothes, and tried to protect the family. One evening she said softly, dreams are beautiful, but dreams cannot feed children. We need work. We need income. He only nodded. Someday, I'll find a way. Days passed, months passed, years passed. Food became less. Money almost disappeared. One cold night, his little grandson walked toward him, bare feet, thin body, quiet voice. Grandpa, do we have bread? The cupboard was opened. Nothing. No rice, no bread, only silence. That night, something inside the old man broke. The next morning, he did something he never did before. He went out to work. He worked under the burning sun. His hands became rough. His back ached. His feet burned. Every night, he returned home exhausted. The food was little. Sometimes only beans. Sometimes almost nothing. But he said, it's small, but it's honest. One day, he heard men talking at the village shop. If you save money, you'll be safe. That night, he hid a glass jar under the bed. Every week, a few coins fell inside. Clink, clink. The sound gave him hope. This is our tomorrow, he told his grandson. Months later, the jar was full. He felt proud. At the market, he placed the money on the table. I want corn. The shopkeeper counted, then shook his head. Prices have gone up. This money buys only half. The old man froze. The money he protected had lost its power. That evening, he sat outside quietly. He watched neighbors passing by. One carried eggs, another carried milk. They looked calm, not afraid, not worried. Then, a small idea appeared. Very small, but ideas are seeds. He looked at his grandson and asked, what if we buy chickens? This time, he didn't wait for someday. He acted. With his savings, he bought a few thin chickens. At first, one egg, then two. They ate some. They sold some. With that money, they bought more chickens. Slowly, very slowly, life began to change. The house filled with hope. One day, holding an egg in his hand, the old man said, this egg is stronger than a jar of money. Money can finish. Money can lose value. But when money is used wisely, it grows. Like life. The grandson smiled. So you're not lazy anymore, Grandpa? Tears filled the old man's eyes. No, my child. I finally learned the truth. Never just save money, make it grow. Because saving alone is like holding water in your hands. But when you build something, even something small, it can change your entire life. If this story touched your heart, support us by liking and subscribing so we can bring you more stories that matter.